Hello, everybody. This is Scott, and I'm going to be bringing you the fastest of the night Easter egg guide. The prerequisites for this Easter egg are having the silver bullets, getting 2 fire cores, and activating the fire traps in the bedroom and in the library, and getting the Alistair's Annihilator or the fully upgraded Alistair's Folly. You're also going to want to have Pack-a-Punch opened. Then the first step of the Easter egg is to look back into each of the crystals that you initially used for Pack-a-Punch. Then we're going to start one of 3 steps, and you can do them in any order. So this one starts off with shooting this with the silver bullets on top of the gazebo in the graveyard. Then you're going to want to go activate these wheels in front of the statue. You're going to want to use the wheels to align the lights so that they're all shining, and then the statue's head will get blown off by the light. Then you're going to want to find 3 zodiac signs. So I'm showing the locations right now on screen. Basically, with these zodiac signs, you just need to find 3. In each of the locations, there's going to be scratch marks on the wall, and you're just going to want to find 3 spawns of scratch marks on the wall in the zodiac sign rooms. This one's a little tricky. It's on the trophy right there in the library. And those using those scratch marks, you're going to count up all the scratch marks in the room. Like I said, 3 spawn locations for each of the scratch marks in the zodiac rooms, and then you're going to count up and then input the zodiac symbols into this wheel from least to most. So if a zodiac symbol has say that there's 3 scratch marks, and then another 3 you find, and then another 4 you find, that makes 10. And then you just want to find the other 3, and then from the least amount of scratch marks to the most, you input them into this wheel. You basically just hold interact until it gets to the zodiac sign you need, and then you knife to lock it in. The next step is to take your shield and run up to this wheel right here and spin the wheel until the compartment above is completely open. And once the wheel stops spinning, you bash it in to lock it in with your shield. And then you want to activate the electric trap that is below the entire contraption, electrify your shield, run back up to the telescope, shield bash it with the electrified, and then underneath there should be this compartment that opens up with a stone that you can interact with. And then after you interact with that stone, there'll be a quick lockdown that you complete, and then you can then pick up the stone afterwards. Now you want to go to the graveyard and shoot these weird looking trees. There's 5 of them, showing all the spawn locations right now. Pick up the sticks that they drop. After you shoot all 5 trees, you're then going to need to find a gravestone with the date 1912 on it. This will turn you into a ghost. You can then go over to this spot in the graveyard, and when you stand near it, it'll turn into this weird sacrificial thing. Shoot a charge shot of the Alistair's Annihilator at it. It should be fire. It'll turn you into another ghost, and then you can go into the mansion and find a ghost escort step. It's kind of similar to the one for Pack-a-Punch. After you escort that ghost all the way to the graveyard, she will erupt into flames and reveal a stone. You can then start another lockdown, which after you complete, you can then grab the second stone. For the next stone, you want to shoot a charged annihilator shot at this fire trap down in the library after turning it on. Run through it with your shield, and then you got to shield bash these fireplaces in this order. So you got to do one in the smoking room, and then the next one you have to do is at the bottom of the library, or the study, and it is the one on the right. And then you want to do the one on the left study, and then you go back up to the billiards room, and you want to shield bash the fireplace there, and then collect the stone that it drops. And then for the next one, you want to set this fire trap ablaze that is in the bedroom. Run through your shield, go down to the main hall that is on the east side and shield bash that fireplace. Then do the east gallery fireplace, shield bash that one. Then you're going to run over to the other side of the main hall to the west side and shield bash that fireplace. And then you're going to run up to the west gallery and shield bash the west gallery side fireplace, and then collect the stone from that one. And then we're going to go back to the bedroom, shoot the charge shot at the fireplace, fire trap again, and then you're going to go over to the trophy room and you're going to shield bash the trophy room fireplace. Then you're going to go back to the bedroom and shield bash the fireplace in the bedroom. Then you're going to go over to the music room, so all the way, double time speed, get there, shield bash the fireplace here. And then now we're going to the dining room, where we're going to shield bash our last fireplace finally and collect our third and final stone. After you collect this stone, you're going to need to take each stone to a different night that is on the map. So this one's here in the cemetery. You're going to lead that stone almost like a ghost, except it won't kill zombies if it floats through it, all the way towards the main hall. And then you're going to run away from it quickly, go to the garden and lead that stone back, and then this final night here, and then you'll have all 3 stones. You want to take all 3 stones to the forest, where you can lead them to their respective little color circle that's on the ground, and then once you run around the graveyard, the forest enough, that you will eventually set them all in, and then these knights will spawn, and then you want to kill zombies around each of these knights. Takes about 10 zombies ish for the knights to move, and eventually after killing enough zombies next to each knight, they will keep crumbling and teleporting closer and closer to the pack-a-punch until that they are all standing in a triangle around the pack-a-punch, and this little triangle will form. Then you gotta sit in there and wait for a werewolf to spawn, and it should spawn right away. And then once you kill it while standing inside the triangle, the knights will crumble and the stones will go down, joining together into the last stone piece that you need to then do a lockdown for. And then after the lockdown is over, you can then pick it up. After you do that, basically the Easter egg's over. You just walk over to this stone circle here, you interact with it, and then now you're going to the boss fight. This boss fight's very simple. Basically, you just survive in here, kill zombies, and you just turn these little like columns with lights on them until they're all facing towards the green square. And when they're all facing towards the green square, that'll you'll be able to enter into a phase where you'll be able to damage the boss. You just stand in the green square. The boss is a werewolf. It'll charge you, and once it becomes visible, you can just shoot it, and then you just keep repeating this until the boss is dead. And that's it. See you guys later. Bye.